Right, let's hop on board. See if we can do this with one hand going up the stairs. Hey, how's it going? I'm Roll.
Yep.
And you are?
Stan.
Stan. Nice to meet you, Stan.
Slam it hard.
There we
I
go.
don't know if you got her or not.
Probably not.
Nope. There we got her.
Awesome, awesome.
I thought the drone was still in the air, and Brandon says, no, he's just filming right now.
Yeah, I'll probably put it back up a little bit later. So we're doing soybeans today.
Yeah.
Are you using GPS to get your lines?
Yeah.
Nice. How many acres you doing today?
We did about 165 yesterday.
Yeah. Started at what time in the morning?
We got started about 11:30 or so yesterday morning.
Okay. Go till probably sundown, a little
It
past.
was about almost 10 o'clock when I finished
Oh, wow.
up.
I guess with GPS, you don't really need the lights as much. I'm sure you have lights.
Yeah. It just, GPS really cuts down the stress of having to drive and keep it online. And
Yeah. Oh, cool looking cab. Maybe show a little bit more over here. So you got your instrumentation panel and all types of high tech
yeah.
stuff going on. Not even touching the wheel. How cool is that? Well, I asked some people on our Greentown Connections or Greentown, Indiana page to
Okay.
give some questions. So we've got Mona who asked, how many bushels per acre are you harvesting?
I think it shows down there somewhere. How many bushels per acre?
Mm-hmm.
This is around about it's almost 78.
Okay, wow. So is that calculating it as you go along?
Yeah.
That is so cool. I'm going to try to zoom in on that because that is pretty cool stuff.
There's weight sensors in the tank, in the grain tank, and so that's sensing the weight.
Nice. So, question for you. I saw a bunch of dust fly up here right in the middle that I didn't see when we first started. And why is that? Just field got to...
The field's getting drier, the stems are getting drier, it just creates more dust.
Gotcha. Cool. So another question, what type of music do you listen to when you're harvesting, if any?
Usually listen to Christian music.
Any particular station? or-
101.7.
There we go.
K-Love.
K-Love. Lisa asked, that was a question from Brian, by the way, Brian Smith. Lisa asked, does he see many deer or other wildlife when you're out?
See some deer. I haven't seen a whole lot this fall. It just seems like they're kind of hiding out right now, so I don't know they're probably, because it's bow season right now, so they're probably hunkered down some places.
You're more likely to see them in cornfields? Just
Yeah,
because
a little
of the height?
bit, yeah. Usually cornfields, you'll round them out quite a bit. And I'll see occasionally coyotes, a lot of rabbits.
Yeah. Another question somebody asked, Gene asked this one. Would you rather, no, actually Lisa asked the second one, cool. Would you rather harvest soybeans or corn? Is there one that's harder than the other?
Soybeans is faster because you got a 40-foot head. The corn head's only 30 foot, so you take 12 rows. So this is quieter. When it's corn, it just makes a lot more rumbling.
Yeah. You have a different attachment on the front as well?
Yes. Yeah. You'll have the one with the snouts hanging, and the snouts run out between the rows.
Yeah. Very cool. And last question I have, is there anything you would rather do than being a farmer out in God's world? Says farming families are so special and the biggest gamblers.
No, I can't see myself doing anything else. I've done this ever since I was a kid.
Yeah.
I tried working in a factory after I graduated from high school for about 2.5 years, and I didn't want to do that.
Where was that at?
In Chrysler.
Okay.
Oklahoma.
Yeah.
So I quit, because it's 2.5 years. If you stay 5 and then you stay 10, and I get some retirement, but then no, I said no, I'm done.
Yeah.
So I just back to the farm, was helping my dad, my grandpa, and drive the school bus.
So you've got farming in your family.
Yes,
Goes
I'm
on
the
back.
5th generation.
Wow.
4th. I'm 4th. My son Anthony's the 5th.
Okay, okay.
And then my grandson Zane's planning on coming back to the farm when he graduates in December of 24
Nice.
from college.
So of course your grandparents and great grandparents used combines just like this, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. They picked corn by hand, and
Yeah.
I don't know if they even was raising big beans then or not. The first bean head I remember that Dad had back in the would be late 50s was like a 10-foot head, 10-foot wide. Now we're running 40-footers here.
Wow. That's beautiful out here. Nice view.
Yeah, it is. It's just, you see last night, you see that, probably didn't see it, that harvest moon came up
Oh, okay.
in the east, big orange moon came up. Got to see that. It's just a lot of God's creation going on.
And would this thing continue to run if you got up out of your seat?
No.
Oh, okay.
If I get up very long, it'll shut the head off.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll keep moving, it just shuts everything down.
Sure. Yeah, the photographer and me thought about stepping out on that deck as it was just rolling and taking pictures, but crazy thoughts.
You like eating dust. Yeah.
Right. So that's so cool how it can leave a strip, but it knows exactly how wide it is. How wide is it?
Well, the head is 40 foot, so I set my parameter at 39.5.
Okay.
So you get yourself just a little 7-inch leeway.
Yeah, it's just right on that edge. That's beautiful. Very efficient.
Yeah, that's auto steer made everything more efficient. You're not overlapping. You're not, you've got 3 foot out there. You're not cutting.
So what do we call this vehicle with the?
Well, the grain cart.
So did you hit a switch to initiate the transfer of
Yes.
soybeans? Yeah.
He sets his speed at a certain speed I tell him, and I adjust and fill the cart.
Yeah. How many grain carts does it take to fill one of the semi-trailers?
Just one.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, once I fill this, it'll fill the semi.
Wow.
It takes me if I'm full 3 times, I can fill that tank.
So do you find yourself just waiting on trucks at times?
No.
That's
no.
good.
We got 3 semis, so that keeps us pretty well moving all the time.
Yeah. And where do you take this grain to?
This is going back to my house or back to our shop. We got bins there to put this stuff in.
Okay, cool.
We're getting about, after today, we'll be out of space, so I'll start hauling it either to Amboy, to Cardew, or Cargill down in Tipton.
Yeah. So could you tell us about the combine that we're in? It's a John Deere. What model number?
S780.
How long have you had it?
This is the 2nd season for this one.
It's got great air conditioning.
Yeah. Yeah, if that's too much, just
I don't know. It's great. Sound speakers up there. Beautiful machine.
See, now we're running into that black cloud again.
So you heading out to the rest of that field over there next?
Yep. And then we get that done, we'll jump across the road and go into that one.
Nice. You spend the rest of the day doing that property?
Probably around 9 o'clock. If everything works out all right, we'll be around 9 o'clock and we get that field across the road.
About how many acres you do
Like
per day?
yesterday, we got 165 in.
Okay.
That's a pretty good day. Guy's tree fell over in the field and never cleaned it up.
Oh, yeah. That really is amazing how it just can ride that edge.
Yeah, well, I'm driving it now.
The show I saw on Netflix where some British guy tries to farm
Yeah.
and he couldn't plant straight rows. And they told him that, hey, everybody in the county is going to know that some idiot couldn't plant a straight row. They'll know exactly who was out on that particular field on that day putting it down. And
I planted pretty straight rows back when we was planting without the GPS. So.
yeah,
And like, I run the bean planter and Anthony plants the corn with another planter. We plant at the same time. I mean, start at the same time.
yeah.
I don't even have markers on my bean planter. So on the end rows like this, I just plant them by sight and just drive like I always used to do. It's like a deer path down along the woods there.
Oh.
Saw some eagles last year.
Oh, did you?
We shelling corn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty fun to watch the eagles play around when you're out in the field.
Yeah. Somebody took a picture, went out in Amboy yesterday.
They're still around Jerome.
Huh.
The eagles are. 2 years ago, we was unloading on the go there in Jerome around that woods, and an eagle come right over the top of the grain cart, just as we was dumping it
Yeah.
out. That was cool.
What type of gas does it take? Diesel, I'm guessing?
Diesel, yeah.
How many gallons does it take to fill it up?
350.
Yeah.
That'll last about a day, just a little over a day. At $3.50 a gallon, it's
Yeah.
expensive.
Right. Consumers often forget about all the layers of overhead that go into producing food.
Yeah. They just think, well, you're making a lot of money. Well, I'm grossing a lot of money.
Right.
I was making a lot of money.
Know that feeling. So everything that's not soybeans basically gets just shredded and thrown behind the tractor. Is that right? The
Yeah.
combine?
Yeah, all the fodder and the
Yeah.
stems and the pods of the beans, after you get the beans out of it. Yeah, can you see that mirror over there? See
Yeah.
that flying out?
Yeah.
And I can adjust that from here, the spread of how far I want it to throw it out.
See if I get the camera to focus in on it.
So when you have people asking you questions, you just put it out there what you're doing. And is there any questions I could find out about?
Yeah, basically. Yeah, I came and took those first few shots
Yeah.
and figured, well, let's go back and just ask if anybody has any questions. So.
We're doing about 20 acres an hour.
Okay. Wow. We had a 5-acre orange grove down in Florida when I was growing up, but it's about the extent of my agricultural experience.
Did you pick the oranges by hand?
I think we did some years. We got hit by the frost like 5 years in a row.
Oh, really?
And so wasn't a whole lot of harvest some years. We were basically pruning trees and putting new ones in.
Yeah. farm since I was a kid.
Yeah.
Started driving the first tractor down the road when I was 5.
Nice. What kind of tractor?
It was an Alice Chalmers WD-45 and narrow front end and 4-row planter.
Huh.
So I'd take the tractor and planter down the road when Dad would change fields
Sure.
and he'd follow me in a pickup truck.
Do you ever see those tractors around at some of the county fairs and
Yeah.
whatnot?
I just bought an old International 460. It was a 1963 model.
Nice.
The landlady we had been sitting there for 27 years.
Oh, wow.
So we fixed it all up, and in Howard County Fair this year, they have a tractor parade every night. So
Oh,
I
sure.
went in there and ran it 3
Yeah.
nights.
Yeah,
I
nice.
was in the Greentown had their 175th
Sure.
parade. I was in it. Drove my first pickup truck, stick shift, at age 8 down the road.
Huh.
You wouldn't do that anymore, would you?
Right, right. Yeah, times have changed.
Yep.
Didn't expect you to turn this way.
Yeah, I got all the inroads
Ah,
here.
okay. Yeah. Well, we passed back that other way. I probably should hop out. My wife is
Okay.
expecting me to take her in somewhere to town.
Okay.
How long will you keep harvesting?
As far as
You gonna do corn on some other day? And
well, once we get the beans done, hopefully we'll have those done before we start on corn. So
Okay.
we'll be shelling corn up until probably about second week in November.
Okay.
Goes good.
would be very interested to come back and get some corn footage.
Yep. It's a lot more movement because you're dumping more. This tells you everything. All your settings are already. I can just change anything I want from in the cab here.
Yeah.
It's giving you your moisture and your yield right at the moment.
What's the little diagram or the tractor
Here, that's just tells me I'm mapping. It's making me a map.
That's cool.
Yeah. It's kind of nice at night, then you know if you missed something. You missed a row or whatever,
Yeah.
round or whatever.
Huh. That is so cool.
There's a camera there.
Is that camera in the
That's
back?
a camera. It's in the grain elevator where
Yeah.
the grain's coming up.
Nice.
Showing how much trash you got. It's showing how much you're putting over the back, which I'm not showing any.
It's amazing. So are there like any other huge technological improvements that you wish would come along?
No, they keep saying they're going to make them, autonomous.
Yeah.
Have to be behind the cab, but I still can't.
No.
If something goes wrong, somebody's got to be sitting in there. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
Same way with the cars, where they don't need drivers. Well, a
Yeah.
couple weeks ago there was like 6 Uber cars or whatever all
Oh,
stacked
wow.
in the intersection.
Wow. Well, is this a good place to drop me off here
Yep,
then?
I can do that.
Oh, you don't have to take me all the way down. I can just hop on here. Well, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. That was
Yeah.
really cool.
Yep. Anytime we're doing corn, come on back.
Good,
We'll do it
good.
again.
I know this is an easy thing to do, but
Right there.
oh, there we go.
There we go. Yep.
All right, thanks so much. Appreciate it. Have a good rest of your harvesting today. Thanks. All right, try to get down this thing here. Flip around. And get out of the way. Well, that was lot of fun. Very, very impressive agricultural technology.